Right, let's see about welding these together. Now, as I say, oh sorry if this is flickering, my LED is, I have here is playing up. This did come out curled, and this piece I've got in here, which is a separate piece, these are two separate pieces, came out curled. You certainly see the curl on that. Oops. I mean, that's probably tight enough on there actually. That doesn't really need any glue. Well, not glue, acetone. So this is what I'm using. Read the warning. This isn't even enough for 100%. And I have here, this is just a piece of sort of cellophane stuff off a old Christmas card. It isn't near Christmas at the moment. I'm doing this video. Safety cap on. And generally I pour some into the lid. It's about 3/4 full there. Have to be careful because sometimes when this gets wet it will slide about. Then I have a flat bladed screwdriver. Let's get the piece ready. So I dip that in there, put a few drops of this on this end here. Put that so that it's going over the edge of this desk, and then sorry, you can't really want to line these up. Sometimes I would actually use like a vice here to press the parts together and keep my thumb and finger on each edge to line each edge up. So yeah, I can't really, don't want to move for a few minutes now. I'll just keep like this for at least 10 minutes, if not quarter of an hour. So I'm going to pause the video. Well, it's been about 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. I did manage to get the top back on the bottle, I would say, pour it back in, and you see that has stuck, but I would say leave it a good quarter of an hour really to make sure that that welds together. Now I'm going to put some more on here. I'm going to keep it supported as if I can. Well, I'm going to have to leave that a bit longer like this because I can feel it starting to move there. It's only got a little bit of this acetone on here at the moment. I tend to put some more on. This is where really I should have put in a clamp. Because the weight of this is going to be pulling down, even if slightly it is lowered down, so it's not probably too bad. I'm pressing it down a bit on the top. Don't know if you can see that. Push it down. Keep this reasonably well away from the model or any other plastic parts. See how that moved there? Did you see that? No, you didn't. So, but that actually I spilled a bit on here and it caused this lid to slide. So then I'm dipping the edge of screwdriver in here. What I'm trying to do is actually just touch it on, if I can, just the edge of it on this. Trying to get this in the camera, very awkward. Just trying to touch this on the edge where the two joins are. Nope, those are coming apart, but that extra I've just, no, they're coming apart. I need to get this into a clamp. Just a little bit there might be. Well, I'm going to try and put some on the back so you can't really see this. But just touching this on where the join is. We'll get some sort of capillary action. A second or two, and put a bit more on. That is going on the back of this, like where the joint is here, just the tip of the screwdriver has been dipped in the cap here of the acetone. And get my bit of a fingerprint there. Actually my finger's sticking to the other side. Want good ventilation. And while that's sort of working around that side, and I've got a gap here, and I'll try and get some in this gap. That's why I've got this plastic sheet down here. Actually the curve on this bottom part is not the same as the curve any curve I have on that top part there. So again I'm going to wait some time. I'll pause the video while I'm keeping this held. This is one reason I probably should have got my big jobber type Black & Decker workmate thing down to hold it for me. I've done pieces like this before, and you do need like strong acetone, don't use slurry or anything like that, just almost pure acetone. My fingers are sticking here. Just trying to roll my finger because I feel it is sticky. See this stickiness. And now while that is like that, I'm going to try and even put some in the sides here. There's quite a layer going across there. You can see where my fingers being on this side. So I'm spreading this up and down as well. Be careful not to knock it, because it will take probably half an hour, I would estimate, to get anywhere near been strong enough to the way support itself. Right, I'm going to put that top on the thing, and I'm just going to leave this. So the top's on there, very tight. I can't really. I'll try and zoom in. Post-production, can I zoom in here a bit? You see some of the glistening. I'll put some more on after this dries actually. Just go around again and again and again, maybe 5 times. Just want to leave that. Come back later. Right, it's been a while, and I've pressed it down like this too, because I think it was a little bit crooked. Looks a little bit crooked going up this way actually. Now you can almost, I believe, melt the ABS. This is, by the way, forgot to say. Hang on, let's make sure that's in shot, well, as much as I can. This will almost melt the plastic, so ABS, so you have to be very careful with it. Again, fill in the cap, and so as you say, I'm dipping this in the just a second, because I want to try and get this can in the camera. So I've got some ABS in the cap. Just dip the edge of the screwdriver in there, and it has enough of the liquid in that I can drop it almost when I touch it on here. It does go onto here. Not sure how well you can see that. Put quite a bit on here. Keep my screwdriver over the edge. I'm trying to put a little bit of pressure to straighten it up a bit. Right, just a second while I pour this liquid into the bottle. Carefully. Put the top on. Nice and tight. Need a cloth to wipe any off your hands, because you don't want any on your hands. Right, so trying to twist this almost straight. Now my LED here is flickering, like starting to flicker like mad. I don't know why. I've had this LED a long time, so just the age, I think. Right, I'm going to hold it like this a bit, in a position that I think is reasonably straight, flat against this sort of desk here with the tap of the feet going over the edge. I am on this sort of cellophane sheet here to keep it off the desk sort of thing I'm on. Don't know if you can see that the feet here over the edge of this sort of shelf thing. Something on here. Anything. My my LED here is starting to flicker really bad, so I'm sorry about that. I was thinking of getting actually is like a ink pen, an old-fashioned ink pen, like a nib pen, and using that instead of this screwdriver. So there's no panic doing this, but it does start sticking, I think, quite quick. Trying to zoom in, I don't know. I tend to try and leave it like that for the liquid to try and soak in at least a while. That looks straighter. I'm just going to leave that stud here for some time, and I'm going to actually put, this is just a small AA battery I'm trying to put down there, just to give that little bit of weight to it, and it is only a small amount of weight, that's very lightweight, that battery. And I'll come back in a while. Okay, it's had probably half an hour or so actually. I'm going to even put some more around it, although I think that will be strong enough as it is. Just going to also go around again. Shallow this in this cap. Right, I'm going to leave that at least probably 5 minutes or so. And put this, what's in here, back in the bottle. And then I'm going to turn it this like over the other way and do the same on the other side. Probably turn it on the side and do the same on the sides. So that has plenty of time to sort of, it is like raised a bit, that liquid there. Not sure how well you can see that. Well, I've acetoned it together as you see here, and I have had these headphones on here already also. And just a second, one problem with my headphones is the cable is extremely long. I can go all the way downstairs from upstairs, etc, etc, and even longer. So this is a bit, well, anyway, that part there is almost to wrap the cable around the foot there. So you get, you see that, might help if I put another light on, but anyway, there you are. So you can see that it's not too bad, but look how much it can rock. This is because of the curling on the base. Now hang on a bit, because I had this on here for a number of hours, and let's turn this sideways. Can you see that? You see how that kinks over like that? this is stretched almost here where it's been acetoned on. So obviously it needs like some support to keep that straight, like another piece of plastic acetone over there, and maybe one also over here. This hasn't moved, I don't think, this one at the bottom. So I've got to assume that's the cable. When I've put the cable round, tied it round, I've tightened it up a bit and I bent it like this. Apart from that, as a basic concept, it's not too bad. I'll just try and give you roughly the height anyway, if I can. So here's a 1 foot ruler, what is known as Old English money, 1 foot. 1 foot is 300, there's 300 millimeters up there, so it's just a bit taller than that. Remember, there is about 5 or 6 millimeters here, 1/4 of an inch at the bottom. Put that on the desk. It's good as 1 foot up to the where the headband can go for the headphones. I mean, apart from that, it's not too bad. This can be pulled forward. Whoop. If I pull on this wire, that's, I think, only if I pull really forward. But it's rocking. Now I could probably heat this up with a heat gun and like bend that back, well, flat, and that would help a lot. And I'll just show you that this, I haven't acetoned this top piece, that just grips on there, even though it has got these big gaps in there. This part grips enough, or seems so. So acetone here to acetone onto the base, and acetoned here to go onto, well, extend this, because if it was, you couldn't really print that out on a normal 3D printer in one piece. No normal one. So you can see that looks like. Let's have a look at that. Can we get that bottom one in? I think that bottom one is slightly better actually. Big gloss there, could do with sand and painting. I also noticed that this here, this was printed like this direction, yeah. And that's got a very, well, quite a sharpish edge on there. Now I did ask for curves. But if you look at this, this has got quite roundish edges on. Now, this part was actually taken off that, I sort of, in the design that is, I chopped a bit off there and put it onto here and extended it, so to speak. So basically it's the same sort of part in the design, but yet one's come out curvy because it's been printed like that way up, but this one has been printed that way up and it's got more of a sharp edge on it. I don't know what else I can really say about it, except that this is going to have to be reinforced somehow, like a piece of, well, plastic bar in a way down there or something, I think. And I'm going to have to get my curling, rant, tap and rant. Okay, forget all this mess around here, total chaos at the moment. Well, always total chaos around here. Let's actually hold that ruler there, so you can see how much that's been pulled over. And I've got to assume that's been the cable when I put the cable round. I wrapped it round these parts, yeah. Not 100% bad. What I might also do, not immediately but later on, I was thinking, is this part here where the headphones goes over to a large extent, the band of the headphones, is almost have a, well, I don't know, a separate piece that this can acetone onto, or people can drill holes in there and put some, screw that to something just by itself. Then you've got, like, I suppose you could, I don't know, hang the like cable from the top hook somehow. Okay, right. Let's put the headphones on.